How did the two of you end up working in a technology company together? I mean,
for 18 years, I was working at Bell Labs in the corporate environment, and Debbie had a website business, and my brother had businesses, and my family's always been entrepreneurial, had their own businesses. So I went out and I researched.
So you sold out, right?
Yeah.
You're a corporate
I was
life.
a corporate guy, and I was ready to be on my own.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked at several different opportunities, and I was very good with technology, having a team of employees working for me. And I looked at different opportunities and picked CMIT Solutions. At the end of my career with Bell Labs, I became a consultant. I got to travel around the world integrating their systems with our system. And that's when I really decided I wanted to do something on my own. As I was traveling, I was looking at the different ways that I could make what I was doing there better, and how I was helping the different businesses succeed and really get their systems working smoothly. And that's one of the things that made me select CMIT Solutions as a career, because I really enjoyed helping these other businesses get their systems in shape and working well.
I think what our prospects and then clients enjoy about us is that we're very sincere people, and we really offset each other nicely because of our different competencies. I never tell people that I'm technically competent.
Even if you are?
And actually, a referral source, kind of a client of ours, when I first met him a year and a half ago, we sat down. I just wanted to get to know him a little better. Phil had already met with him a few times. And after 30 minutes, he says, "Debbie," he says, "now I understand why you do the marketing."
What's really cool sometimes is when you figure out the systems and you work with the people, and then you suggest something, they're like, "Holy smokes, that was so obvious," and I'm so happy that you figured it out. It made me feel real good. I really like to help people and help processes and efficiencies, and that's what would happen. The first thing we do is really understand their current business process flow, and we look at what they're doing and how they're doing it and understand it. And actually, just by going through it with the smaller businesses, it helps them document it and write it down and really understand what they're doing, and together we're able to figure out the best way to do it. And then we bring the technology into the picture to help them do this process really efficiently.
We do focus on the business. We're business owners of a small business. We're working with small, medium-sized business owners and decision makers, and we want to focus on the business. That's the end all. That's what they're looking at, the bottom line, the profitability, and it's the technology that's a supporting player, if you will, in that. So we need to understand, as Phil said, how things flow, how they communicate, how they market, where they're going to be in 1 to 3 to 5 years. So then we can, as consultants and technology partners, really step back and say, this is what we recommend. We may have a roadmap. I mean, it depends on what their goals and needs are.
Sometimes I start blurting out solutions, and Debbie really does kick me under the table and says, "Stop, let's really understand the business and the people involved and what they need," while I'm out there literally drawing architectures and solutions in my head.
So why do you keep doing that if she keeps kicking you?
I can't stop myself. I'm an engineer by training and by trade, and I love to solve the problems. And sometimes they really do just come to you. They're like, "Oh, I know how to do this."
Right. I mean, so the minute the guy is talking about a problem, you're like 3 steps ahead of him, right?
Yeah, it really does happen. You just know what needs to happen. We've helped a lot of clients, a lot of businesses with similar situations, and sometimes you have flashbacks to other situations that you've already worked on and how you succeeded and how it worked out, and you just want to help these people right away.
So when he's really ready to do that, Debbie, what's going on with you?
I want to say, slow down. We have more questions to ask. We need to hear more from our client or from our prospect. Normally we're sitting down with more than one decision maker, and so everyone has different perspectives on how they're affected and how their whole company.
Oh, but you sound more fun. I want to go back to Phil. He's
more
coming up
fun.
with all the toys and all the great ideas,
Yeah.
right? But it seems to me that while Phil may come up with all the toys, that you're making sure that those toys are going to create a real benefit. Is that the point?
I want it to benefit. Both of us have been told that we're people pleasers, and we like to look out for each other, look out for our clients, and so it's just like you hear some IT people, you know, oh, you want to just give me the latest and greatest things, and it's like, no, we want to go with what's proven, tested, best practices. We still want to please them, but by having that mantra, we are going to please them.
So how do you work together now as a team? You know, it's not every couple that can work successfully in a business together.
My parents worked together when I was growing up, and they made it really work. They knew how to define each other's roles, how to offset each other, how to tease each other and stuff like that. I learned a lot from them. So now Debbie and I work together, and we're a great team in the sense that we know not to step on each other's toes. I mean, she does kick me from time to time if I jump to a conclusion or solution for a client before we've figured out everything about their business, but we really worked well together. It's sort of like the two of us are more powerful than 3 employees individually. We're able to talk about work at night, but we're also able to have a good family relationship. So we've defined our roles. It used to be at the very beginning, I would do something and she'd check on me and I would check on her. But now we do things individually and together, and it's a perfect relationship.